Good afternoon, my friends, my followers, my awesome subscribers, and my wonderful members. Thank you very much for continuing to watch me and support me on this channel. But as I always say, if you're watching this video right now and you are not yet subscribed, why not? It's free. And today is the day. I'm sure we all know the famous case, Huw Edwards, the BBC presenter that people were trying to find out who was guilty. They were trying to find out who it was. Speculation arose all across the BBC, and other BBC presenters spoke out saying, you need to highlight who this individual is because the rest of us are being tarred with the same brush for this individual's behaviour. And it came out. Huw Edwards, one of the top earners at the BBC, was under investigation for allegedly doing things with children. Anyway, he was suspended from the BBC under full pay, as well as a pay rise. And he pleaded guilty. I want to point that out. He did plead guilty to having over 40 images of children, some that he had paid for. And he pleaded guilty. So we waited with bated breath till today, where he appeared at Westminster Magistrates Court, where they still found him guilty. But you're not going to believe this. He's been given 6 months suspended sentence for 2 years. He's walked away from court. He got a slap on the wrist, a stain on his character. It's alleged that the jury thought, maybe he's suffered enough with his mental health. For some reason, people that do evil deeds are protected under this government. Now, before we jump down the bandwagon, I want to point out this. Today's Prime Minister used to be in charge of the Crown Prosecution Service. He was in charge of the CPS. On his watch, they found Jimmy Savile innocent. Want to point that out? On his watch, they ignored grooming because they didn't want, rather than tackle grooming, they thought, if we tackle it, it may come across as racist. So they sort of tried to dim that down, didn't they? Yeah, they did. But he's been found he pleaded guilty, but he's been found that, suspended sentence is good enough. 6 months suspended sentence. We're not going to put him in jail. His mental health has suffered enough. Not once has anyone taken into consideration of the mental health of the children whose images he had. Not once have they taken into consideration of the mental health of the parents and the family and friends of the children that he was alleged to have abused. But he pleaded guilty on it, so he did, didn't he? We live in times now where evil is winning. Evil is winning. This government is failing its people. It's releasing prisoners prisoners that's already been released from prison are carrying out assaults, sexual assaults, and being taken back into prison. Our Prime Minister is against good people, in my opinion. It's shocking what is being thrust onto good people. I never thought I'd ever see someone plead guilty to over 40 images of children and walk away from the Magistrates Court to go home again to their multi-million-pound house. Absolutely shocking. Shame on the Prime Minister, shame on the CPS, and shame on the courts for letting this happen. Thanks for watching, and stay safe.